Do you believe that a dream vacation could land you in the hospital for an entire month, all because of one small detail you overlooked? It sounds unbelievable, but this has happened to thousands of people over 70, just because they thought, "I'm still healthy, I've traveled all my life, this trip will be just like the others." But have you ever asked yourself, is traveling after 70 still a good idea? Many older adults still dream of exploring the world, enjoying retirement in new places with loved ones, or finally checking off that bucket list. Yet there's one scary truth that rarely gets talked about. Traveling after 70 is no longer the same as when you were 30 or even 50. A dizzy spell, a forgotten pill, or a slippery stair-step. That's all it takes for a dream trip to become a nightmare. Now, I'm not saying this to scare you, but to protect you. Because if you know these 5 common but silent dangers, you can absolutely plan a safe, enjoyable, and memorable trip without risking your health, finances, or even your life. Stick around until the end, because the last reason is something almost everyone overlooks. Yet it happens to older travelers every single day. And if you care about your health and longevity after 70, don't forget to subscribe to Life in Words, hit the bell icon, and let's discover the world smarter and safer, one step at a time. Reason number 1: higher health risks and emergency situations. The first and most dangerous issue is your health. Once you're over 70, your body doesn't respond the same way it used to. Your heart is more fragile, your lungs less elastic, and even minor changes, like airplane cabin pressure, temperature shifts, or extra walking, can lead to serious complications. Did you know that a single long flight can increase your risk of developing blood clots in the legs? This condition can be deadly if the clot travels to your heart or lungs. Sitting for hours in a dry, pressurized cabin can also cause dehydration, dizziness, or even fainting in older adults. And that's not to mention the stress of a medical emergency thousands of miles away from your regular doctor. Take Henry, 74, for example. He was on a cruise through the Mediterranean when he suddenly experienced severe chest pain. There was no hospital nearby, poor signal for communication, and they had to wait 4 hours for an emergency helicopter. His dream trip ended with a massive medical bill and weeks of treatment abroad. Here's the bottom line. You can't predict what might happen, but you can prepare to reduce the risk. Before any trip, schedule a full medical checkup, especially for heart and lungs. Bring all your medications plus extras in case of delay. And most importantly, get travel insurance that includes medical coverage, even abroad, and evacuation if needed. A little preparation could literally save your life. If you're still watching, comment "Yes" so I know you're listening, for your own health. Reason 2: higher exposure to germs and infections. You may not notice it, but every trip is like stepping into a world of unfamiliar bacteria. From airports to airplanes, taxis, hotel doorknobs, and local restaurants, you're constantly exposed to new germs that can overwhelm your immune system. And here's the problem. Your immune system after 70 isn't what it used to be. One sneeze from the person behind you, one glass of unfiltered water, or one bite of raw fish could send you to the hospital with pneumonia, severe diarrhea, or a gut infection. In fact, older adults are 2 to 3 times more likely to develop infections while traveling, especially in crowded places with lots of contact. Take Judith, 76. All she had was a salad at a hotel in Thailand, but ended up hospitalized for 3 days due to a bacterial infection. Doctors said her weaker immune system couldn't fight off the germs in the raw vegetables. Her dream trip turned into a race for antibiotics and IV drips. Don't let that happen to you. Always wear a mask in crowded places like airports or public transport. Wash your hands frequently with soap or hand sanitizer. Only drink bottled water and avoid ice if you're unsure of the source. And please, say no to raw foods, no matter how tempting they look. Don't let one exotic dish make you a patient in a foreign hospital. If you agree, comment 1. If not, comment oh. Reason number 3, travel fatigue and slower recovery. Remember when you were 30, you could fly overnight, walk all day, and still stay up for dinner? Sadly, after 70, travel isn't just fun anymore. It's a real test of endurance. Imagine this. You wake up at 4 a.m. to catch a flight. You're on a 12-hour journey across time zones. By the time you reach the hotel, you're exhausted, but your itinerary is packed. Tours, photos, boat rides, hills to climb, shopping. The more you try to do, the more dizzy, tired, and sleepless you feel. And fatigue at this age isn't like it used to be. It can lead to low blood pressure, poor sleep, weaker immunity, even falls or mini-strokes. And the scary part? Your body won't bounce back as quickly. One sleepless night could leave you feeling drained for a whole week. Walter, 75, was excited about a 10-day Europe tour with his partner. But after 2 back-to-back flights and a packed schedule, he ended up bedridden for the last 4 days. Headaches, exhaustion, and total burnout. His dream vacation became a burden instead of a joy. If you still love traveling, do it smarter. Choose a light schedule with rest days in between. Get enough sleep. Don't try to power through it. Stay hydrated, eat well, and limit how much you move in one day. Most importantly, listen to your body. If you feel tired, rest. The best trip isn't the one where you do the most. It's the one where you're healthy enough to enjoy every moment. If you've ever felt travel fatigue, comment "I've felt that" below. Reason number 4. Increased risk of falls and injuries. You may not realize it, but every stair, cobblestone street, or slippery floor when traveling could be a little trap for anyone over 70. Age reduces our flexibility, balance, and quick reflexes, the very things that once acted as an invisible shield when moving around. A simple misstep can lead to serious consequences: sprained joints, broken bones, or worse, head injuries. What's even scarier is that many beautiful tourist spots have complicated terrains: steep hills, stone staircases, paths without handrails. And if you're not familiar with the area, finding a nearby medical center equipped to handle fractures or other injuries is not easy. Take Dorothy, 78, for example. She shared a painful experience from her trip to the historic city of Toledo, Spain. While strolling on a cobbled street, she tripped on a raised stone. It seemed like a minor fall, but she broke her hip, had to be hospitalized, undergo surgery, and spent over 6 months recovering back home. Her dream vacation ended in a painful night and deep regret. So how can we avoid this? Choose destinations that are senior-friendly, with flat pathways, elevators, and nearby medical services. Always wear well-fitted shoes with good grip and ankle support. Use walking sticks or handrails when needed, especially when going up steps, walking on slopes, or crossing streets. Avoid traveling at night, where lighting is dim and obstacles are harder to spot. Remember, a fall at this age is not just a small slip. It could completely change your quality of life. If you've ever been at risk from a fall while traveling, comment "That's so true" to share your story with us. Reason number 5. Financial risks and lack of proper insurance. When thinking about travel, we often picture beautiful landscapes, exotic foods, and the feeling of freedom. Few consider the possibility that hospital bills abroad could skyrocket to tens of thousands of dollars, simply because they didn't have the right insurance. After 70, Medical risks are no longer a what-if situation. They're a when. But sadly, many still believe that their home country's insurance will cover them in all situations. The truth is, most regular health insurance policies do not cover medical treatment abroad, especially major costs like emergency surgeries, medical transport, or long hospital stays. Take Harold, 76. He shared an unbelievable story. While traveling to Thailand, he developed acute gallbladder inflammation and needed emergency surgery. Without travel insurance, he had to pay over $28,000 from his savings, money he had saved all his life for a peaceful retirement. What started as a minor accident turned into a financial disaster. Not only that, older adults are also more likely to become targets of travel scams. From booking non-existent hotels, fake cheap tours, to being tricked at tourist spots, all of these can cost you money and steal the joy from your trip. Here's how to protect yourself. Always purchase comprehensive travel insurance before each trip. Ensure it includes medical coverage and trip cancellation. Carefully check travel service providers. Avoid booking through unclear channels. Carry a copy of your insurance policy and emergency contact numbers when traveling abroad. Don't let one poor decision turn your vacation into a financial nightmare. If you're preparing for a trip, comment, "I'll double-check my insurance," to remind us all to stay cautious. Traveling after 70 is not forbidden. In fact, it can be the best time to explore the world, when you have the time, the experience, and the desire to live each moment fully. But that's exactly why careful preparation is more important than ever. From unexpected health risks, germ-filled environments, to prolonged fatigue, fall hazards, and financial risks, all these can turn a dream trip into a series of regrets. However, as long as you are well-informed and prepared, everything can be managed. Remember, choose destinations that match your health and preferences. Bring enough medications and important medical documents. Invest in reliable travel insurance. Don't skimp on the essentials. Stay flexible and listen to your body. If you found this information helpful, leave a comment with the number 5 to let me know you're still watching until the end. And let's build a community of smart, healthy seniors who live life to the fullest every day. Don't forget to subscribe to Life in Words and turn on the notification bell so you never miss new videos about health and longevity. Life after 70 still has so much to offer, and I'll always be here to accompany you on that journey.